I'd like to invite you to the TSO next master concert at the Federation Concert Hall on Saturday, 7 o'clock. We're presenting a concert that I would call the search for the symphony. We're starting with one of the early Haydn symphonies, number 38, which I would think is a quite experimental piece. It's not really the symphony of the great classics yet, that's something he developed later, but it's a mixture between concerto grosso and the little concerto element, because the oboe really plays a very virtuosic and important part in the middle. A very witty little piece, full of exciting ideas and like Haydn was, very humorous piece. And we continue with one of the most beautiful piano concertos ever written by Mozart, Elvira Madigan, the C major piano concerto. And everybody knows the slow movement, which featured, I think, in a lot of movies and love stories, because it's one of the most beautiful slow movements ever written for the piano and orchestra. Piet by Piers Lane, so we are very happy to have him here as the soloist for Saturday. In the second half, we present two pieces by the great composers Schumann and Brahms, also in a search for the symphony. Schumann's Ouverture, Scherzo and Finale is a piece that is like a mini symphony, but much, much shorter and much more condensed. And it doesn't have a slow movement, so we have a first movement, a scherzo, and a finale. And this piece is a very condensed version of a great symphony, and we already hear his great later symphonies, especially the second, building up. Brahms' Haydn variations, paying reference to Joseph Haydn, are also a piece searching for the symphonic form. You know that Brahms was always overshadowed by the big Beethoven as an example for the perfect symphony. So very late in his life he started writing symphonies. And the Haydn variations are his step into the symphonic world. And he's exploring the colors of the symphonic language and the richness of the sound he finds in symphonic writing later in his symphonies, in these wonderful variations. Each one of them really explores the possibilities of symphonic writing in a very, very special way. And like Brahms is one of the most brilliant chamber music composers, you see really how he treats the orchestra as a huge chamber music group. And that's the excitement of this wonderful program, really in the search for the symphony. Please come on Saturday, 7 o'clock. We are here for you and thrilled to welcome you with wonderful, passionate music making.